This is not the video that I was gonna film today, but my colorful eyeliners didn't come in the mail, so I kind of just made do with what I had, and I think it came out really cool. I'm actually proud of myself for once. So, yeah, that's that. I mean, I have a lot of videos that I'm excited about filming in the future. I have a few ideas planned, but for now I decided to just film this Valentine's Day double cut crease. I mean, you could really wear this any day, but I figured, you know, Valentine's Day is around the corner, and this is pink, so like, why not call it a Valentine's Day look? Hopefully it's not too similar to my last pink cut crease I did. I tried to go a little bit out of my comfort zone and do something more creative, and I think I achieved that. So anyway, I'm just gonna get right into the video and not make this intro too long. I'm starting off with this pink shade from the Morphe 35B palette and using that in my crease as a transition color. I'm actually going well above my natural crease just because I have hooded eyes and I really want what I've done to show even when my eyes are open. I'm also winging that out a little bit just because, again, this is going to be a dramatic look with a double cut crease, so we want to be able to see as much of that as possible. Once that color is placed down the way that I want it, I'm just taking a Luxie brush and blending it all out. Once I'm done with the Luxie brush, I always like to go back in with a clean blending brush and make sure everything is as smooth as I want it to be. Next, I'm going in with this hot pink shade, also from the Morphe 35B palette, and placing it pretty much where I put the first color just to add a little bit more dimension. Then, as usual, I'm just taking my Luxie brush and blending everything out smoothly. Now I'm switching to the Morphe 39A palette and taking this pink shade into that same area once again. The goal is to create a gradient, so I'm basically just going darker and darker. Again, using the Morphe 39A, I'm taking this burgundy shade and putting it in the same area again for dimension. This time when I go to blend, I have a bit of that first pink color I used on my brush just to make sure that everything is smooth. I didn't get a clip showing the color, but I'm taking the darkest plum shade from the 39A palette and placing that in the same area that I put everything else. This is the darkest shade that I'm going to use. Then I'm just blending everything out again. Now I'm starting to create the cut crease shape. I'm starting from the outside instead of the inner corner this time, and it actually worked out really well for me. Once I've cut about half of my crease, I'm going into the inner corner and doing a cut crease the way I usually would, and then just making sure those two halves meet up with each other. Once I'm happy with my cut crease, I'm just taking that first pink shade I used and placing it basically up to my natural crease. I'm not blending out the top of that because I want it to be defined for the double cut crease. Again, since this is a double cut crease, I'm making sure to leave a little space between the first cut crease and what I'm doing right now. Once I'm done with the inner corner, I'm taking that same pink color and placing it on the outer corner of my eye. Don't worry about being too precise with this because we're going to clean it up with a makeup wipe later. The pink transition shade alone was a little bit too light for my liking, so I'm just taking that first fuchsia shade that I used from the 39A palette and placing that over top where the pink is. I'm just taking this shimmery pinkish purple shade and placing it in the center of the 2 areas where I put the pink. This shade is also from the Morphe 35B palette. Can I just say that the cleanup process of these pink colors was an absolute nightmare? Here you see me finally cleaning everything up and creating that sharp winged shape that I wanted. I realized that the line between the 2 cut creases wasn't as defined as I'd like it to be, so I went back in with my concealer on a liner brush and just went over it again. Now I'm taking this brush that I got from a Naked palette and that first pink shade that I used and putting it on my lower lash line. Next I'm taking that first fuchsia shade that I used from the 39A palette and adding that to my lower lash line for some more dimension. These are the Huda Beauty lashes in Giselle, and these have quite a thick band, so as you can see I kinda struggled with getting them on for a minute. Usually I don't wait for my glue to get tacky because I'm impatient, but I really had to with these. I feel like I'm always more awkward in my outro than I am in my intro, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm gonna try to do one more Valentine's Day look before the actual day rolls around, but we'll see what happens. Sometimes I get really lazy, is what it is. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time I upload.